Hey, little Rico, two huge stories for animals tonight. A new farm bill was passed without the infamous King Amendment. Now, we're happy to say Congress threw out that terrible piece of legislation, which would have wiped out the very few state laws that protect factory farm animals. That was a victory for farm animals. Get this. Here's another victory. The USDA temporarily shut down the Catelli Brothers calf slaughter plant in New Jersey after the Humane Society of the United States conducted an undercover video investigation of what was going on. What they found, they say, was so horrific. Well, in fact, we can only show you a tiny bit of the evidence. It's the stuff of nightmares. Calves shot repeatedly before finally becoming unconscious. They're shocked, hit, and sprayed with powerful hoses. This is supposedly one of the largest lamb and veal companies in the country. According to their own website, the Catelli Brothers plant was shut down. No criminal charges have been filed. So we reached out to the Shrewsbury, New Jersey Police Department to find out why. We are waiting for their response. Straight out to Paul Shapiro, Vice President of the Humane Society of the United States. Paul, what did your organization uncover during this undercover video that, again, it's so horrific we can only show you bits and pieces?
Jane, our undercover inspector went inside of the Catelli Brothers slaughter plant and found baby calves who were too sick or injured even to stand and walk to their own slaughter. And these animals were tormented. They were dragged with chains. They were hit in the face. They were even lifted by their own tails. And once the plant was able to get them inside of what they call their kill box, even then the abuse continued with some of these baby animals. Some of these animals were still fully conscious up to 2 minutes after their throats had been cut. That's why when we presented the U.S. Department of Agriculture with this evidence, they came in and shut the plant down.
You know, it's upsetting, but people, bear witness. Please have the courage, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart, viewers, of having the courage to bear witness for a couple of seconds so that we can do something about this. Now, according to the company website, 250 people work at this facility. Nobody saw this?
In late 2013, the Humane Society of the United States went undercover at Catelli Brothers, a kosher and non-kosher calf slaughter plant in New Jersey. This is the video that led the U.S. Department of Agriculture to take action and shut this plant down.
In a statement, the Catelli Brothers said, quote, "We take our commitment to humane treatment of every calf seriously. Any mistreatment of our animals at our facility is unacceptable, and our established practices strictly prohibit the processing of any downed calves." Now, a company representative is welcome on this show anytime. Paul, what's frustrating is this statement echoes what we hear every time this cruelty is uncovered. Do these words have any meaning in your book?
No, of course not, Jane, and you're absolutely right. The fact is that time and time again, whistleblowing exposés at slaughter plants and at factory farms are revealing a culture of callousness throughout the meat industry toward the treatment of animals. We're finding that they tend to view animals more like units of production on an assembly line rather than the feeling individuals who they are. It's great that the USDA has shut this plant down. It's good that the plant is closed. But USDA needs to close a loophole in federal policy that incentivizes this type of abuse. The USDA still allows baby calves who can't even stand and walk on their own to be dragged into slaughter plants and killed for their meat for human consumption. This is outrageous, and it's time for the USDA to stop allowing this.
And it's a consumer issue. You, the consumers, go to the Humane Society website, hsus.org. Get involved. Let your lawmakers know this should not stand. Thank you, Paul Shapiro of the Humane Society.